If there is one thing I was given on this earth, it is the gene that makes me think, I could make that myself. Why not do the simple thing of finding an art print that I like, buying it, and hanging it up when I can buy a 3-foot tall canvas, buy all the supplies, paint it myself, spend endless hours doing it, and still not even be guaranteed a good result. Like, the second option is obviously the better one. But yes, here's my next project, my next hobby that I am riding the high on because I have commitment issues and can't ever commit to one thing at a time. My most recent one, if you recall, was my crocheting phase. I still do crochet, but I was living, breathing yarn for like a good 6 months. Anyway, here's my concept of what I want to paint. And you're like, what is that? I don't know. That's what came to me in the middle of the night. I always saw pictures on Pinterest of like these collages of different circles of things. So I chose all my own circle items, made this, and that's what we're gonna try to attempt to paint. Like, literally, what am I getting myself into? What am I doing? What am I doing? And it was a buy one get one sale, so I have another one. Okay, my first plan is to do a border around it with some painter's tape so that I can like equally space a border, and then also use this to space in between each of the circles. Now I need to measure how to equally space these. Yes, the sun is setting. It is about to be dark. I kind of started this late. But I'm gonna keep going because look, we finished the gridding and then I used this yellow pot thing to make the circles. Here's the circles, all equally spaced, all the same size. Very pleased. And then what I think I'm gonna do next is just prep all of the circles by painting a coat of white underneath of it first. I feel like that's what artists always do. They always do like an underlayer first, so they all start equal and it's not just like directly onto the canvas. I'm really good at making it sound like I know what I'm doing. I don't. I literally just freeball everything. This was probably the most thought out thing I've ever done. Usually I just pick up art supplies and I'm like, let's see what the fuck I make. But I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. And I really like the circle concept because now I can just like do one every day instead of feeling like I have to like complete the whole thing at once, because that would stress me out too much. Okay, we finished painting the white underneath each of the circles, and I think I'm just gonna get started on one because like I'm already in the move, I'm already in the groove. And the first one is just like an evil eye, so it's pretty simple. 3 colors. I feel like it's the easiest one I could start with, you know, and not get overwhelmed. But we'll see. I get overwhelmed easily. The first circle is complete. From afar, it looks really good. Like, I'm really proud of it. I did just spend an excessive amount of time using 3 colors on the circle. I don't know how much time I spent. I'm gonna put it right here. But yes, now I'm excited. I'm really excited to work on this every day and have just like, something to look forward to and a little project to do. It sounds like I'm ending the video. I'm not. You're gonna see the entire process. So, see you for the next circle. Hey, we're here for circle number 2, and it's probably the hardest object to paint on my little collage, and it is a disco ball. I've always wanted to paint one or like draw one because I feel like it's very challenging but also very easy. I don't know. It has a lot of opportunity to look terrible, which I think is why it entices me, because I'm a masochist. So we're gonna get started. Yay! Well, let's get this bitch started. I'm listening to, I don't know if you can see it, Lueve's? I think that's how it is. Looks like Lofty, but it's Lueve's new album, Bewitched, which I haven't listened to yet, and I'm excited. So, all my children are here. Miso is gonna be my co-artist again, which just means basically knocking all the shit off the table and trying to scratch the canvas. She's really, really good at her job. Here's what the disco ball looks like, right? My technique to paint this is to use like a medium gray color for all of the lines, and then you go in with the squares because it seems like the lines between the squares are all the same color, and then the squares, the tiles, are the different colored ones. That's just what I'm assuming. So now I gotta make a grid and make it look even and decent. Okay, Loewe, bangers. Okay, that's looking like a disco ball already. Like, honestly, that's not bad for just the outline. Progress is being made. I got the medium tones and I'm almost finished with the dark tones, and then we gotta add in the white tiles, which are like the highlights, but I feel like which will really, really bring it together. I'm sweating, it's hot in here, but I do have a fall candle burning right there, so it smells really good in here. And Zoe is my little apprentice. She's not so much supportive as she is just waiting for me to be done and give her attention. Well, you're hanging out with me, right? We're hanging out. Alright guys, we got a disco ball, but there's one final part, and that is adding the highlights, little lights that are reflecting off of it, which is scary because it could look horrible and I would have to go in and do all the little squares again, but that's what art is about, right? It's about taking risks. Okay, there. Looks really, really good. I love when I make something and I don't absolutely despise it. Yay! I love when things work out. Stop! It looks so good. Okay, I guess that means I'll see you guys for the next circle. Hey, me again. Surprise. Bet you didn't see that coming. Hi. You always just want to join, don't you? Today we're tackling 2 circles because both of these are like fairly simple, at least I think so. We'll see. I say that and then curse myself into them taking the absolute longest. It's just an 8-ball and an I Heart New York button, and they both only have white, black, and then the red heart. Very minimal details, so let's get started. I cursed myself because I've been working on this for way too long because I can't seem to figure out the shading of it, because in the picture it looks pretty crisp between each of the shading colors, but it's really not. So like I spent so much time blending out this bottom, but now this highlight looks way too stark against it. So I'm like, okay, do I blend out the highlight and risk it? I don't know. Like I really don't like how it's going right now. Like, do I just paint it over completely black again and start over? I don't know, I'm not really liking it, how it's going right now. Let's see what we can do. I'm just gonna paint the black over again and start over. Okay, we're back in business. I'm gonna draw the 8s in the middle, which is terrifying. But maybe once that's there, it'll help me see the complete picture and like if I need to add more highlights or something. I don't hate it how it is right now. I kind of hate it, but we're staying positive. So obviously I didn't paint 2 yesterday because I got overwhelmed. But here's our 8-ball. Still debating whether or not to add the highlight to it. I think I'm gonna do it when I'm in a better state of mind. But now it's the I Heart New York button. And I'm not gonna curse myself again by saying, this one's gonna be easy. We're just gonna do it, okay? We're just gonna do it. We're gonna go. Listening to folklore, because that's gonna make me feel better. going in with some water and white paint to try to like thinly highlight it and like really blend it out. That's what people recommended that I do. Oh, it's kind of working. Okay, my plan right now to do the lettering is to tape it up so I can make it like even and straight and kind of block it off. Let's do the New York part first. Okay, we've reached a little blip, a little problem. This N looks so good. Really good, right? Proud of myself for that. But it's too small. I need to not only space it so that it's wider, but also taller. So I need to move this tape down. And then I'm gonna work with what I got here, kind of the same beginning point, but I'm gonna try the Y and see if I can make the Y fit how I need it to. Yeah, this needs to be so much bigger. It needs to come down to like here. Okay, let's add the Y and then see if I can make the N bigger to match the Y. It sucks too, because I just did so good on that. It's looking good. It's still slightly off center, but I'm gonna pretend that it's not for my own sanity. You did it, folks. Another one bites the dust. I don't even know if that's the right terminology to use right now. Anyway, we did it! Our little New York pin, and from afar, it looks really good. Like, when you get the first glance at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks like a three-dimensional button, which I'm happy. I'm not gonna risk putting highlights on the letters themselves, so yeah, they're gonna fall a little flat, but I spent way too much time on them to try to add highlights and then potentially fuck them up. And the spacing's like a little off, but it's fine, alright? It's fine. Everything is fine. We're back onto circle number 5, and it is a record, which is, again, one of those ones that looks super easy, but I feel like the less details they have, the harder it is to make look good. Also, I added a highlight to the 8-ball. If you watch my TikTok about it, it took me 3 tries and I still don't even like it, so we're not going to talk about it for now. Maybe I'll like it eventually, I don't know. But let's get it started. Today's music is, once again, folklore. The tricky part here is that there's very subtle lines, obviously like circles on the record. Those are like the ridges of the record. But to make it look natural and not like I'm just drawing circles, that's gonna be the tough part. So, we're gonna see how I make that work. I'm using this little fan brush and it's actually kind of working really well. It's giving the good lines and circles. Okay, we got a little record, and I did the inside in like a very light sage green gray color because I kind of switched around the inspo picture to be more blue and greens because I just like wasn't feeling it with the pink images. Just didn't feel balanced. All right, here's the record. I think it turned out pretty good. Again, every time I finish one of these, I'm like, I've been looking at it for too long. I hate it. It's ugly. It's terrible. Give it a day. I'll walk by this room, see it in passing, and I'll be like, wait, from afar? That looks good. I do want to add text onto there, but my Sharpie was not working, and painting that small of letters are just too difficult right now. But overall, I think it's turning out pretty good. See you for the next one. Another day, another paint. Today we're doing the aerial shot of a matcha cup, like a little matcha latte, which I'm really excited to do. I feel like I have some confidence on this one. I don't want to speak too soon. Today's music is Hozier, specifically his set list, because I'm going to his concert in like less than a week, in like a few days. Look at Miso in this sweater. I bought Miso and Zoe matching sweaters. Miso actually doesn't really know what to do with it. She's kind of confused. She's like, what is this thing on my body? Beauty is pain, Miso. Learn it early. Honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it's one of those I'm gonna need to sit on for a few days because I can see it and I like know it's good, but I look at it and I'm like, ew, that's literally horrible. And it was good, I was vibing, it was perfect until I did like the outer edge of the cup. I did a good the first round, then like, oh, let me add a shadow. Had to go over it all again, and now there's like white paint around it because I had to like erase it all. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be good to me, hopefully, in like 2 days. Okay, here's our second pool ball, Miss 14. Took a lot of finagling again, a lot of blending. One of those ones where it's literally only like 2 colors, minus the black. So because there's less to work with, there's more to do. But I think it turned out pretty good. I like it. I do like it. And because I have nothing else to do today, I'm gonna go in for a second one. Let's go. This is the next circle. It's this blue planet, and it's like very flowy, abstract, you know, not crisp lines. And in order to get the crisp lines, I'm going to draw a circle, cut out the middle portion of the circle, put it on like a template so that it can just like block the edges of it, and hopefully I can just paint more freely without like worrying about the lines, you know? So this is the thing that I use to make the circle, so I'm just gonna trace that, cut the circle out, put the piece of paper on top of it. Make sense? Yeah? My camera died, so I don't know where it left off, but there we go. Okay, let's see how well our little template did. I'm not expecting perfection, but it was much easier to do that than try to stain the lines. I'm just gonna go over the edge of it with white, anything that's messed up. Ooh, not too bad. The sun is setting and I'm losing light, but I finished it. I think I'm not gonna be able to fully render it until it's in the full sunlight. So I will see you probably not tomorrow, maybe the next day, I don't know. Today we have potentially the most difficult circle of them all, and that is the Converse little sign symbol. Drawing this would be easy, but painting this and getting the accuracy and the spacing of the lettering and making it not look bad, and then there's like the little details around the edges. We're in for a challenge today. So I prepared. This is a piece of paper, yes, but when we zoom in, I traced the outline, same size and everything, of the Converse symbol, and then I poked holes into all the like major points, and then I'm gonna put it on the canvas, drew little pencil marks in the holes, and then I'll hopefully have a stencil for the circle thing. Hopefully this works well. I don't know. We're gonna see right now. You don't know this in post-edited video world, but it's been a few days since I tackled this thing because I've been having a mental breakdown. But we're back. We got 3 left, guys. 3! And today's a fun one. It's a little Taylor Swift CD record type thing. It's basically just like a Taylor Swift logo. Would you believe I had a mental breakdown last night? Like full-on crying, screaming, throwing up. Good recovery today. I just either didn't or forgot to film the rest of the Taylor Swift circle from yesterday. It's a different day. I'm wearing a different outfit. There she is. Look how cute. Oh, Miso does not want to stay away today. Love her. Looking good. I hate that it's getting darker earlier now because it's becoming fall and winter and it's pitch black outside, and then my light always makes me like yellowy, especially on my phone, and that just does not hit the same as painting in natural light. But I have nothing else to do for the night, so I'm gonna paint. And today's, I know everyone on TikTok's gonna be so hyped about this because my original painting had this little Coca-Cola bottle cap that everyone loved, and then I took it out and I switched it and everyone was mourning it and was so mad about it. I was like, guys, it didn't fit the theme. It didn't fit the aesthetic. So we got a little Sprite bottle cap now, and I'm really excited to figure out how to do this and try it. I have a feeling this one's gonna go well. Did I just jinx myself? I don't know. Let's get started. Oh, hi Miso. Besties, it looks like it's the finale. We have 1 circle left. Hi Miso. Today's circle is a CD, which I'm very excited to paint because it does look difficult, but it also looks like there's an easy-ish solution to it. If you take a good look at it, there's varying hues of gray and then obviously the rainbow highlights, but all the grays have a different color base to them. So I'm just gonna make an entire palette of gray and then add a little bit of like blue and purple and red to each of them, and they're kind of just in stripes. We'll see. I don't know. And then I'm gonna spend the rest of the day trying to figure out how to make prints of it. I've never done that before. We did it. We did it. It's done. It is complete! So, can you get out of the way so everyone can see it fully? I completed the circle painting. This took well over 25 hours. I lost count of time, but it's done and it was super fun, especially posting about it on TikTok, making this video. I did not expect this to blow up at all. I hate being that person. It's like, I didn't expect this to blow up. I didn't. So many people have followed along on TikTok and have like commented that they wait for it all the time, and I'm just like, that is so fucking sweet, stop. But yeah, here is the completed canvas in all its glory, and it doesn't stop there because I made prints of it. I think that's upside down. Yeah, so I literally create it and opened up an Etsy store. Did not have one before. I had to figure that all out. Took a picture of this, scanned it, edited it in Photoshop, made the background all white, created like 4 different files of different sizes and aspect ratios, added it to my Etsy store, and then test printed them to make sure they turned out okay. So if you are interested in buying the print for yourself, it's just going to be a digital download of all the files of different sizes, not like an actual print, because I just don't have the resources to make a print and ship them out to everyone. So you can download the files, download the images of the completed painting, and then just go to your local like Staples or CVS and choose how big, how small you want to print it, on what paper, whatever. The choice is yours. I priced the download at $25 because again, this took over 25 hours of work. It's not just like a digital painting I quickly drew. It is a hand painted thing. Yes, you are printing it out, have to pay for the printing services yourself. But even if you just want to download my art, I feel like it's worth at least $25, okay? I don't need to justify the price. But a poster like this came out to like $15, so it's like $40 total for the entire thing if you get something like this size. I also made even bigger ones. So this one's on like shiny paper, and then these are just classic like paper. So like there's a big one to hang up. It's so cool. It's so cool. So for reference, the canvas size is 24 by 36 inches, which is 2 feet by 3 feet. This one right here, I believe this is 18 by 24 inches. And this is like a pretty classic size poster, you know? So if you're looking for something this size, this is 18 by 24. There's also going to be printing instructions and how to choose which size when you download the files. Maybe this was a 20 by 24. Oh yeah, this one's a 20 by 24. Also decent size. And this one was the 11 by 14. But wow, okay. Yeah, there we go. I completed it. I don't know what to do now. Actually I do know what to do now. I'm going to do another one. This time in warm tones like reds, pinks, oranges, that type of stuff. So get ready for another painting series. And make sure you're following on TikTok because I will post about it there. But yeah, this is like literally one of the coolest things I've ever done. Just completing the painting itself and then like making prints and like someone might buy it. Even if one person buys it, that's like sick as hell that someone wants to buy something that I made. But there were a lot of people in the comments expressing that they would want to buy it. So like I'm excited to see how this goes. But yeah, okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I hope that you stay tuned until my next video.